Hello everybody and welcome to another photography video. This is just going to be a really short video. I'm just going to share with you some of the accessories I have in my camera bag that I find particularly useful for macro photography. So for me, my macro photography often means being out in the field and photographing either plants and flowers or insects. So first up is this, which is probably the most simple accessory of all, which is a reflector. And this is really simple. It's just a piece of cardboard, A4 size, and on one side I've got a piece of tin foil and on the other side is a piece of white paper, and then I've also covered it with like a plastic covering, and that's just in case I'm out when it's very wet or if it's raining. Quite often you won't get the full light on the subject, or it might be in shade, the area that you're photographing. So all you do is just angle this towards the subject and you'll see the difference. Just throws a bit of light back and that makes a real difference to your images. One of the biggest problems you often have in macro photography is something being in the way between you and your subject. And there's a few ways you can deal with that. The first is to use a pair of scissors. So I keep a little pair of scissors in my camera bag. Stress that, really small pair, you know, probably as small as you can buy. And then if you've got a piece of grass, foliage in the way, you can simply use your scissors rather than pull it out the ground, which can often cause more disturbance and more damage to everything. Just simply take your scissors and snip it out of the way and it's so much easier. So keep this in your camera bag. Do remember to take them out of your camera bag if you go through customs, as I did. With the scissors, I'm probably only going to use that for cutting pieces of grass. I'm certainly not going to go around cutting loads of plant stems. But I've got another option for moving things out of the way. So I've got a few accessories which I keep separately in a little plastic bag in my camera bag, including this. And this is just really, it's just a simple peg, like a tent peg I think. And what you can use this for, rather than cut the offending piece of foliage out of the way and destroy it, much better to use this, hook it, pull it down and stick this into the ground, and then you've moved that piece of grass, whatever it is, out of the way, but you haven't destroyed it. And another option might be a knitting needle. This just might be more appropriate. So you could stick this in the ground and pull whatever it is over here, and then you could use perhaps a piece of green wire to attach it like that, or maybe even a little clip instead. And every situation is different, so one of the things I always keep in my camera bag for all types of photography is a piece of Velcro. This is one of the best things for photographers, really is the outdoor photographer's friend, Velcro. Something else that's just worth having in your camera bag is just a really simple fold out little kneeling mat. So you can buy these for a few pounds, literally a few dollars, and this is ideal if you're getting really low down photographing flowers. Just put that down, gives you something to kneel on, stops you getting as wet, just keeps you a little bit more comfortable. Most of the things I've shown you, either I've made them myself or they're very cheap to buy. This, however, I did spend a little bit of money on this. I tried to make one myself, but it wasn't very good. This is called a plamp. It's a fantastic word, that. Rather strange looking contraption. And basically the use for this is where you've got a flower that's moving around in the wind and there's not much you can do to stop that. This actually acts as like a counterweight to stop that movement, and it definitely does reduce it. It won't reduce it completely, but it certainly helps. So on this end you've got like a big crocodile clip, which you could attach to your tripod, which would probably be the best option. And then the other option is a little crocodile clip, and you attach this to the stem of the plant you're photographing. And also, because I don't want to destroy the plant, I've actually added little bits of sponge, little bits of scouring pad, which I've gaffer taped to this so that it shouldn't damage the plant as much, because otherwise it's very hard, sort of teeth are going to grab onto it and I think destroy it. I'm definitely going to be doing some macro photography in the next week, the next 2 weeks, as much as I can. So I'm going to try and use those accessories that I've shown you today actually out in the field in practice. If you want to see more videos of flower and macro photography, then click the playlist up here. If you're not subscribed, do click the subscribe button to my channel, but make sure you click the bell icon for notifications. Thanks for watching. I'll see you somewhere in nature sometime soon.